Come to take out the machine and seven.
Now I know what that confused with the carrying. So I was confused with the Moshe, who was questions whether he was carrying or gathering.
There are three. The Gemara has three opinions.
Yeah. So the one of them was carrying, and then gathering was the accessories. So I never saw what a halachot of gathering. How many pieces? I never ever saw something like. I'm sure there is. I just never.
In practicality, it doesn't happen too often by us because we never walk in the original Shabbat. Maybe you ever go to the original Shabbat?
To where?
Apple picking on Shabbat.
No. But does it take you to pick one item, two items? You gather. You need a basket. I'm saying, do you need a basket to gather? Can you know what I'm saying? I can imagine there's so many. Details.
I don't know if there are enough. I don't think one of the mentions.
Gathering of 2 weeks, like they did it like that.
So many Torah the same way you get cheese more than a cheeseburger. Shabbat, it's totally so much Shabbat. We stopped yesterday with an interesting question. Let's just look at the Psukim again.
Joseph.
Look at page 388. So Tetvav B'Iyar was the first day that the man came down. It says in the text. The man came down 40 years until Zayin Adar was the 40th year when Moshe Rabbeinu died. Now they are crossing the Jordan River and they are having a Brit Milah we saw yesterday in Tanakh. And the first day of Chol HaMoed Pesach, they started into the regular week. So look at the Pasuk. What did they do to them? Pasuk Lamed Hey. Look at 388, Pasuk Lamed Hey. ובני ישראל אכלו את המן 40 שנה עד בואם אל ארץ יושבת, until they came to the populated land. את המן אכלו עד בואם אל קצה ארץ כנען. They ate the man till they entered Israel. So the obvious question is, I mean, everyone is asking.
What happened between Moshe passing and entering Israel?
No, it says here that they ate, but the question
No,
is.
how did they get it?
So look at second at 386.
I mean, if it stopped, then where did they get it from?
Look at Pasuk 19 and 386. ויאמר משה עליהם איש על יותר ממנו עד בוקר. You are not permitted to leave portion of man or part of a portion for the next day. Here they kept it for 5 weeks because the man stopped. Look, the man stopped and Zayin Adar. They ate the man till Tet Zayin Iyar. The 40th year. What happened to the Isur? What happened to what happened to the issue? You cannot leave the man over. You understand this? Yeah. There are two fascinating answers in the question. One answer is that while the man is coming down,
387.
we really look at the question we have here is 388. It says here openly in the text, we saw yesterday, something I'm sure, that they kept the man that fell for the last time when Moshe Rabbeinu died. They kept the man until they entered Israel and offered Korban Pesach. This is 5 weeks. They're not allowed to have the man more than a day. Okay, so one answer is while the man is coming down, then you cannot leave one today for tomorrow. Because if I'm leaving for tomorrow, the message I'm saying is, I'm afraid it's not going to come down tomorrow. So, the minute the man physically stops, there's no issue to stop the man anymore.
Okay.
This is one answer. The other answer is very interesting historical fact. Take this is
Stop. Where did you get the man then? They left it.
the man that they collected the last
So
time
it's not
lasted
Hanukkah, it lasts more than 1 day.
lasted for many days. That's exactly the point. Look a second at halacha that no one heard and no one practices, but it's a Shulchan Aruch. Siman Reish Tzadik Bet. Rani, good morning. Where are you?
Hi, good morning. How you doing? I'm in the street going home. I'd rather not sit next to you. I still bit in the cold, so I'm going to listen at home. I'm on the way home.
I saw you in shul this morning.
Yeah.
Look at something really fascinating. Siman Reish Tzadik Bet is a siman that deals with Mincha b'Shabbat, okay? Go now to Seif Bet, and look a second what it says there. Omrim tzidkatcha, right? Every Shabbat, tzidkatcha. Did you ever think about it? Why are we saying it? What is this? 3 Pesukim. We accept the justice of Hashem. You say that if you, what do you say every Shabbat? Okay, and if during the week you wouldn't say Tachanurim, you don't say Tzidkatcha. Why do we say Tzidkatcha? Look at Mishnah Berurah, Seif Katan Vav. Look at the left column at the top. If you take here, you have the book right here. Look at the top left. See what the Mishnah Berurah is saying now is, you see what he says there? The Metubo, Yosef, Moshe, and David. The Gemara Masechet Shabbat says that David HaMelech died on Shabbat. Here you find that Moshe Rabbeinu died on Shabbat and Yosef died on Shabbat. In every funeral, no one ever pays attention because people are very upset, but you say Tzidkatcha, Hashem, I'm accepting your judgment. So the Jewish community, Ashkenazic and Sephardic, for hundreds and hundreds of years, are saying every Shabbat, Tzidkatcha Tzedek L'Olam, even though you took some shayes, Moshe Rabbeinu, ולכן נהגו שלא לקבוע אז מדרש כי חכם שמת כל המדרשות בטלים. Then, so it comes out, if Moshe Rabbeinu died on Shabbat, yes, so the man that they had, how much man did they have on Shabbat?
Double portion.
Yes.
No, half. What do you mean? They had their
Equal.
portion
They ate on Friday.
They had a double portion on Friday. They
Equal.
ate that, so the
Okay,
Shabbat
good.
they had 1 portion.
Was there a issue I'm leaving over man from Shabbat also the same as a weekday or not. Many people are saying, no, if I collect it for the day, finish it, don't wait for the next day. But here we see that Moshe Rabbeinu again, Zayin Adar fell on Shabbat. It's Halacha in Shulchan Aruch. So the man that they had lesson for 5 weeks, there was no issue. There was no issue.
Nice.
But you're saying that on a regular Shabbat, not at that time, that left over, it would have stayed till Sunday?
What?
It would have not.
No issue.
No issue.
No issue, so it would have been.
If you want, I'll give you
get
3 other places in Chumash where this rule applies. Open a second in Parashat Ki Teitzeh. It has to do with the sentence, not to kill.
Right.
Good.
So what
Let's look now when you hang a person up, where it says, no talim, yes. And look a second on page 1048. 1048. וכי, פסוק 22. וכי יהיה באיש חטא משפט מוות לעומת. Okay, I'm telling you now the way the Rambam Halacha of this pasuk. 2 people, from the 18 people might be stoned, 2 of them. One is Meisit, one is Oved Avodah Zarah. After stoning them, we have to hang the body. וכי יהיה באיש חטא משפט מוות לעומת, ותעלית אותו הארץ. לא תעליל נבלתו על הארץ. Don't leave his body in life. לא תעליל. כי כבוד תגברנו ביום הזה. The mitzvah to try to bury, which the Muslims of course follow us, comes with this pasuk. In Yerushalayim, by Mother Alea Shalom died approximately 6 in the afternoon. By 9, the funeral began, she was buried at 10:30. In the real Yerushalayim, you're buried the same day, no matter what, based on this pasuk. What? Of course, if you just saying 5 hours. Why? Because the Torah says if you can, kavod itbarenu bayom ha'eh. Okay, let's say we left the body overnight for no reason. No reason means if you do it because you expect dignitaries to come, if you have relatives, but then we left it another day. Is there a issur every additional night or not? Says the Minchat Chinuch, no. Lo talin means the first night. If you left it the first night, avarta. Now, you have to pay the wages of your worker on time. The day is over. If it's a weekday, you pay by the week, by the day, by the month. If you don't, you have every additional day another issue. Of course, the obligation to pay is every day.
Right.
But the issue, then, לא תלין פעולת שכיר איתך, yes, you have to pay the first day. The Gemara says, the Rambam says, there's no issue.
So there's no obligation to do it as
you are
soon as possible.
you have to eat matzah, you have to pay your wages as soon as you can.
If you didn't pay your workers, there's no rush. Still, you have to pay your workers, so don't you have to do it as soon as
But
possible?
this particular Avirah, Joseph, this particular Avirah that was written.
Let's say you did over whatever.
No, not over. This is the point.
No,
The aseh is everything, but the lo ta'aseh, Hamilah lo talim is on one night.
So you're saying that love is Yoel
I'm not saying the Gemara, but Mitzvah says you pay.
It's four loving, but
the aseh is definitely the aseh, the
definitely every
positive
day.
commandment to pay every day. Of course, you're chayav to pay.
Okay.
But the lo ta'aseh. Well, what do you say, Nathan? Okay, so this is by Emet and by Sachir. Where is the third place? By Korban. You mentioned before. I left the korban overnight, asur min haTorah. I left it 2 nights. There's no additional איסור. זאת אומרת, בכל 3 מקומות בתורה, אתה שומע? שיש איסור לא תרים, it's only on the first night that is descending on you.
But how did they learn that in this Lo Talim?
No,
It's not overwhelmingly.
no. So,
The rabbi.
by
that made that
Sachir,
Kiddush.
no, גמרא לומדת, בסחיר אצל גמרא, יש אקסטרה פסוקים. So since you see that by Sachir,
Oh, we learned it from Sachir.
בטח.
Wait, so you tell me that they were over when they left the man?
So
It's
let's
hard
go-
to say now.
Let's go back. We started with the Shulchan Aruch Sari. Most people are unaware of that. And the reason why you say on Shabbat, Tzidkatcha Tzedek. Why do you say every Shabbat במנחה, זה Tzidkatcha Tzedek? למה? אומר משנה ברורה, מתו בו יוסף, משה ודוד. All of them died on Shabbat, which means that when did the man stop? On Shabbat. The man that you collected that Erev Shabbat, not knowing that Moshe is dying, you collected for 2 days, right?
Right.
Since there's no Isur Lo Tarin on man of Shabbat, and the man lasted for 5 weeks, they ate the man later. Again, on Sunday, if you eat man that was left from Shabbat, many said there's no Isur. You know why? Because 1 night passed, and I'm permitted to have it passing that night. So even if you have it for Sunday, there's no Isur.
That's on every day, every Shabbat of the 40 years then.
What?
Just because, even, in other words, every Shabbat, if they left it over, they would not have
Correct.
been
This
any
is
sword.
it's based,
Every year,
it's based
every
on,
day,
it's based on
every
that.
Shabbat.
This way, it lasted 5 weeks. 5 weeks.
That's in
So
itself.
the
there
point
was
is
the
that
portion.
the man that is left over more than 1 night does have the issue.
So how does it apply to Brit Milah?
How does it work?
To Brit Milah. So if you miss the 8th day,
Once you had a,
No. This is only the Torah is using the same phrase. Don't leave overnight.
so
The
no
Brit
fast.
Milah, the mitzvah is every day. You postponed it 1 day, try to do it the next day.
No, he's saying, once you don't do it on the 8th day, the kahalacha, the doctor said he's sick. They don't. The 13th day is the first day the doctor. Okay,
So
so wait to the 16th.
Shulchan Aruch says if the baby is really sick, you have to count 8 days from the day he's healthy. That's it. It's halakha. I'm not talking about he has a headache, but if he has jaundice or if he's sick, you count 8 days from the day the doctor declared that it's fine. This is why you see that people are
But we don't wait 8 days.
כמעט שחייבים. Because
Watch
most,
your chayav to wait 8 days.
why not? Because most of the diseases are not צריכים. And the doctor says, I'm not sure. I mean, if it's definitely a disease, you have to wait at least 7 days after the doctor declared it is. Okay, now let's go back. So this is the concept is a fascinating concept. Let's go back to Parashat Haman. We already
388, 360.
which page?
We were on 388 before.
Okay, good. So go a little before that. Remember, the people are coming to Moshe. So let's go. Okay, so let's go again to 388. ויאמר משה יכלו היום. Remember, they are coming to him Shabbat morning. Are we permitted to eat? יכלו היום. כי שבת, היום להשם. היום לא תמצאו בשדה. Open now, you have the Shulchan Aruch. Open Shulchan Aruch. in סימן ריש סמך זין. ריש סמך זין. 267. ריש סמך זין. 7, you have the משנה ברורה. ריש סמך זין. סעיף ב' מקדימים להתפלל ערבית יותר מימות החול. Friday afternoon to show the importance of Shabbat, we try to pray Arabit even earlier than we do during the week. ובפלג המנחה, whenever halachically is פלג המנחה, which is always an hour and a quarter before the end of the day, either an hour and a quarter before sunset or an hour and a quarter before צאת הכוכבים, fine. ובפלג המנחה יכול להדליק ולקבל שבת בתפילת ערבית.
Meaning not before.
Right. If a woman lights candles before Palag HaMincha, she has to blow it out and to do it again and to make a mincha again. So for Palag HaMincha, you can light candles, you can pray Arbit, and you can make Kiddush, obviously. But this is open mechaber, yes? Open mechaber. Look at the Mishnah Berurah, please. Look at Dalet, Sif Katan Dalet, Mishnah Berurah. אבל קודם פלג המנחה, אני לא יכול להדליק ולקבל שבת. ואפילו אם בדיעבד יתפלל תפילת שבת, צריך לחזור ולהתפלל. תפילת שבת before plug doesn't count, you have to pray again. Now this is what he says now. Okay, פלג המנחה, יש אומרים שהוא שעה ורביע, everyone agrees it's an hour and a quarter. An hour and a quarter before what? Some say before night, to be set a kochavim. Yes, אומרים קודם השקיעה, but whatever you raise, this is fine. Look now in the hay, look at the hay. ולאכול, הטעם, the reason, וכיוון וקיבל עליו שבת. I remember again, I took Friday and I shortened Friday by accepting Shabbat early. להוסיף בכל על הקודש, נחשב כשבת לעניין זה, ויכול לקדש ולאכול מיד. It counts as if it's Shabbat only. If it's Shabbat.
What did you tell me? Yeah, it was Shabbat. It's Shabbat.
But let's say someone lights a cigarette then, and we gave him a warning, לא יקבל כרת. He's מחלל Shabbat, but not correct.
He accepted it and then he
Accepted, he made Kiddush already, and he ate. And he smokes a cigarette and drives the car after. By him, it's not the same as me and you driving the car Friday night after dark. Over there it's Shabbat. Yes?
Right,
this is a Friday that became Shabbat. So even though you are permitted to make Kiddush,
we have this to count the Omer. If you forgot to count the Omer,
good.
What
do they do with the real summer when the sun sets like 11 p.m.?
They don't listen.
right? So
He drove the car.
let's say in places like
sundown.
Gateshead, they used to make Avdalah
Yeah,
Sunday
he's not,
morning.
he doesn't get killed. There's
There's
no punishment. He's Chayab, but he's not
Do
getting
the religious
yes,
duties.
yes, he's Chayab, but there's no punishment. No skill.
geographically, it's not Shabbat.
But
Look,
no,
look,
it's
No,
not
look
Shabbat.
further.
That's a big Kiddush, but okay.
That's what you do when you go to the south of France. It's south of France is easy. A place like England or Paris is difficult.
It seemed like to me,
Nah, it seems.
but in parallel, is actually close to Rabbi Yehuda.
It's
the same reason or it's
Seven.
Yeah, Paris and Shabbat never ends.
Paris, no,
Still
Paris is
Shabbat.
10.
He continues.
I remember getting dark
Paris
in
is
the
11?
summer. In the summer, 11. They didn't get dark till 11 p.m. May, June, July.
ויוכל לגמור סעודתו מבעוד יום. Not only you make Kiddush and start the meal, you can finish the mission. But look what he says now, ויש חולקים. So let's say in the summer when the family is sitting together, and normally Friday night means an hour and a half. Some say, even though you made Kiddush before, and you ate, make sure that you eat one kazak when it gets down.
Right.
Again,
Oh, the Chumrah.
Tosefet Shabbat allows me to pray Arbit, to make Kiddush,
Oh, wow.
to eat, but look inside, ויש חולקים וסומרים, שיזהר למשוך סעודתו עד הלילה.
What happens? I don't want to eat the dessert, brother.
Why is the Suda more than Kiddush?
Let's continue. ויאכל כזית בלילה, וטעמם, this week's parasha is the reason. The Kevan, the Ashalosh Seudot Yalfina, Mimad Ichtiv, Ichluhu Hayom, Ki Shabbat Hayom LaHashem. Be'inan, שיקיים אותם ביום שבת עצמו. If I'm not wrong, Chacham David wrote, published a few years ago, his father's daily holiday Shabbat, and I think he used to say, my father later used to eat another kazayit. No one noticed it, yeah? So instead of taking 190 calories on your cake, you took another kazayit of bread, yeah? So again, why? Here is the point. I can take Friday and make Friday into the holiness of Shabbat, but it's still a Friday.
Yeah.
It's not Shabbat. Yichlu Hayom. Hayom means it has to be the day of Shabbat. If you start your meal,
Chumrah for eating.
זה מאוד יפה במילים. Yichlu Hayom. Friday is not Shabbat. Yes? Look at the pasuk.
Rabbi, I always eat.
Whatever you do is fine. We're talking.
My question is, what happens? I often see watching we take it in early.
Three times. Right.
What have they basically done? And not only that, they take a sip of the Kiddush wine. I just would like to understand I always speak because I like wine.
No, but I'm not sure. We're asking.
I make Kiddush for the
Asking
family.
a general question. Asking a general question, nothing to do with our topic. You're asking a general question, nothing to do with today's topic.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I don't know. Yeah,
I got people that don't. I've been to places people that are on
I
diets.
know people that talk during Chazarat HaShatz. I know people that talk Lashon. I know people that sometimes go to restaurants that are questionable. Same people. The answer is they're not Yotzei.
Not your say.
Believe me, I wish that this would be on my list after I die from the easy everyone. Don't worry about it. Now he's asking, people are not eating bread. No problem. I understand they have dessert, they drink wine, they drink whatever you want. Bread? 110 calories of bread.
too much calories. I agree. Too many calories.
No, I'm not saying, Rabbi.
The answer is that
I try.
even you are try. How can you not try? You're not hungry.
No, try for people to tell them.
Don't tell people. People do whatever they want.
Don't eat 10 course
People
and eat the bread. Don't eat the 10 course.
they'll eat a cowboy steak, rice, vegetables. Chas v'shalom.
I said take half a pita. Half a pita.
Rabbi, when does Hayom begin? Does it begin on sunset, after sunset, or that variables?
Oh, the Hayom begins after sunset.
Just sunset is enough for the halakha of eating the diet.
Really, 14 minutes after sunset.
14 minutes.
Yeah, but this, whatever you want. The answer is you'll find a rabbi, you'll tell them that they have a pita, is a kazayit. The real answer is they're not interested in halakha, because if you have a place for cowboy steak, vegetables, you have room for.
No big deal.
Rob, so let me ask you, so the people who never pray are beat early, they're not,
Hasidim never.
Right. Are they,
Hasidim is never.
right, so the question is, on Shabbat, would they pray Arbit early?
Never.
They, even on Shabbat, even though, okay.
Again, Hasidim never. You know why? Because Rabbeinu Tam says that when you pray Arbit, it's like the morning, it's Friday morning. They follow Rabbeinu Tam, and every Erev Shabbat you pray Mincha.
It's maybe not a good example of Hasidim.
No, but the Hasidim are consistent. They're very consistent.
So the Ashkenazim, many Ashkenazim won't do it. When they do on Shabbat, are they relying on Rabbi Yehuda to pray 4 courses, special exemption on Shabbat?
In my shul, we never pray Mincha early, but we pray always 15 minutes before sunset, and then you pray a bit right away.
No, but let's say do this. Okay, I'm just trying to say on Shabbat they don't do it either.
Somebody
They don't
do the
do
same thing, Rabbi?
Okay.
The Williamsburg crowd, we had the conversation. I said, how are you praying when the sun is right out? That's no problem. How do you pray Mincha when the sun is down?
They are right. We are wrong.
When the sun is down,
Whatever you do is fine. Whatever they do is
there's no
fine.
sun out.
That
They
one,
pray Mincha.
we are right and they are.
No, but
The rabbi is very careful what he just said. You're
Whatever-
right, but we don't do that. he made sure to cover himself.
Everything is down with the.
Rabbi, what do they do at Sackett Lake? What do they do at Sackett Lake, Rabbi, in the summer?
In Sackett Lake, we basically, albeit is when it gets dark, we start early, but
They wait till 20 minutes. They're holding a 20-minute window probably.
I paid once in a rabbi on a Chabad place for Friday night dinner, and there was a lot of international people. And the Chabad rabbi didn't start serving until 11 o'clock. He prayed Arvit, and we're waiting like it. He prayed Arvit, and
Friday night?
11 o'clock you waited?
we paid money.
Like, not like Europe, not Europe?
Where is it?
Oh, Europe, okay.
Oh, it depends. It was it got dark later there.
Where?
In Madrid.
no, but
Madrid, they have
It was
Yes,
later
Rabbi?
this summer.
Chabad rabbi. And we were getting crazy. Like, we didn't eat the whole day. We're gonna have
But also-
buffet.
Friday night, on Friday night.
Remember, Joseph, the Lubavitch is trying to accommodate everyone. Why are they praying at 10, 11 in the morning? They try to, those Jews that never come to shul,
I thought
Rabbi,
you
my
would let us
understanding,
say that.
you know, we'll have to correct that, if they say
Gonna make
if
your
he
own
does
kiddush?
that, they should pray mincha before o'clock.
It
seems
It's
to
not
be-
proper- it's not
must
proper, they didn't- I
pray
mean, like, they should have-
Before
when I accepted the summer early Shabbat, I prayed mincha before.
Before o'clock, so you don't confuse the whole.
Okay, but to accommodate all the Jews,
We don't pray mincha before o'clock.
okay, so the Mishnah Berurah has a leniency for you.
It's right, oh, he's
Yeah.
right, and Shabbat is right, we don't follow. Because the correct sitira, we don't follow, we do sitira, we don't care.
זה לא ספרדים, יש כאלה.
Yeah, but we're out of control.
Then later, it says later, for Eliyahu, Friday night, in order to
Right,
pray
right.
Eliyahu.
We're praying the same time slot, you can't pray, but we break it, but we break it.
Okay, I'll drop it, I'm dropping it.
Okay, look now, as whatever you do, you're fine. As long as you have some consistency, you're not jumping into weddings and three weddings.
You have to make it easy.
No, but it's just Mishnah Berurah said.
It's again, of course.
Look now, Siman Rei Samachar, go Rei Samachar, Rei Samachar.
261.
261. Save bed. Remember, this is Shulchan Aruch, not Rabbah, not Kaf HaChaim, neither Medavut Yosef. This is Shulchan Aruch for the two. People forget במשך הזמן, this rabbi told, this rabbi. זה שולחן ערוך. יש אומרים שצריך להוסיף לכל על הקודש. Everyone agrees to that, but בזמן תוספת זהו מתחילת השקיעה שאין השמש נראית על הארץ עד זמן בין השמש. This is Rabbeinu Tam. See, no one knows it. Maran tells you Rabbeinu Tam. He said, with this, Tosefet Shabbat begins when the sun disappears, the next 58.5 minutes. Look, יש אומרים שצריך להוסיף בכל על הקודש, בזמן תוספת זהו מתחילת השקיעה, שאין השמש נראית, the sun disappears, עד זמן בין השמשות, והזמן הזה שהוא 3 מילים, a meal is 18 minutes. 18 times 3, 54. ברבע of 18 is 4.5, it's 58.5 minutes. This is all the Hasidim took it, the Olam Ba'ed, yes? They realize it makes life much harder in the summer, in the winter, yes? Now, והזמן הזה, שהוא 3 מילים ורביע, רצה לעשותו כולו תוספת, רצה לעשותו וקצת ממנו, עושה. Some people, I mean, there's a fascinating article with חכם יוסף, בירושלים איזה מנהג, for many years, my father's grandfather, 40 minutes before Shkia, you like to then as the Sephardi community became much bigger, the custom is 18. So the Talmidim of Chacham Ovadia started to say, but our minhag is 18, actually. So some Kanaim wanted to come out. What do you mean? You're changing Minhag Yerushalayim. So Chacham Yosef says, from Zamenhof, I call him from Zamenhof back and I come and explain to you what goes on. He says, of course, because if from Zamenhof would say it's wrong, come on. So he shows Chacham from Zamenhof that the Kaf HaChaim says Sephardic custom evening in Yerushalayim was 18-20 minutes before sunset. And from Zamenhof since 5.
The Kaf HaChaim is 1850?
כן, הוא הראה לו, זאת אומרת, when the Minhag Yerushalayim was fully, the Sfaradim never accepted.
When did it when was that?
But the Sfaradim at that time,
1800
the
sometime.
Sfaradim at that time were a minority. So no one, most of the Ashkenazim were,
How many people were in Yerushalayim in 1850?
זה לא משנה, אבל כמה שהיה יחסית, יחסית.
Not a lot.
Not a lot.
Anyway,
My family lived there, and they starved.
His
They starved.
family was
Yeah,
there.
they
his
starved.
father's grandfather was born in Yerushalayim. So,
Anyway, so what happened?
לא, אז הוא מיד אמר לו, אני אפרסם בכתב שהספרדים יכולים, הוא גמר. לא, חכם ניסן,
He wanted to get,
משבח אותו מאוד. First he says, how can you change anything that you have here? So he didn't change anything. But was it so popular because
Sfaradim were 18
yeah, you tell me
and
that.
now today.
He said.
Ashkenaz wait for the
Remember the Ashkenaz that we talk is the Ashkenaz of Yerushalayim. All the American Europeans, the 5 people, the French Ashkenaz, they do 18
What, they do candlelighting 40 minutes before Shabbat?
yes.
18
Yes.
Minhag Yerushalayim, 40 minutes.
Here in Brooklyn.
No,
Yerushalayim.
Yerushalayim.
It is taboo.
Minhag Yerushalayim.
doing
Istanbul, it's,
I know hundreds of ladies in Lakewood doing the war from the first week of the war. Every lady accepted on herself 20 extra minutes, just the Zchut Am Israel. Many mothers of soldiers were begging, do something for our kids. This is even America.
It's not even.
So where does the Minhag Yerushalayim come from? Like, how come that people who went, let's say, from Jerusalem to Rome?
No, it's a good question. Where is the minhag of 18 minutes?
They were 18 minutes, you say.
We're running from the question. You're asking the following, I'm asking you 18. If you understand what Tosefet is, which is this, see this book, how come I tell you? This is what it happens.
In Panama, whatever time Shabbat is, right, between Mincha and Abid, they wait half an hour. They don't do anything, but they wait.
Because they don't want to pray in the same flag.
What's
candlelighting?
No, no, no.
You
It doesn't
know,
matter.
the rabbi
Even though it's
Yaakov now
because
says-
they want, they're waiting for the people to come.
But what's candlelighting?
Candlelighting, it was about like 5:30.
You know, Rabbi, that
No, but how
now
much before sunset?
Friday
They
night,
break-
Rabbi
they break
Yaakov
people
says,
down
okay, after
They
before
break-
Shachrim
No,
says now we're gonna accept Tosefet Shabbat and all that.
They'll pray Mincha.
He makes an announcement every
They wait
Shabbat now.
half an hour.
Yeah.
Yeah, Rabbi Badahan does the following up on Friday afternoon. We pray at candlelighting time. Just before we get down there, he says, let's do Tosefet Shabbat about a minute or two before sunset. Let's accept Shabbat now. That's what he does. A few minutes before sunset.
Very nice, very nice.
I guess that assumes we
Now,
don't.
here
accept
Joseph
without
is,
candlelighting.
this is the longest view halacha is on this topic.
Oh, wow.
I mean, because this is mamash,
Next page too, look,
כל הזה.
2 pages.
So look a second.
This Tosefet is the same before and after, right?
Correct. Look a second at the Biur Halacha on page Sadik, Biur Halacha.
No, continue. Huh?
But remember, the idea is, Joseph, if it's 18 or 25 or whatever you want, the idea is because Friday afternoon you're always under tremendous pressure, and the chances that you might go into Shabbat is much greater if 18 minutes.
Rabbi, how early can you take Shabbat in? Can I take it in? You said
An hour and
five.
a quarter before sunset.
That's
In
early.
the summer, the hour and a quarter is much more.
Shower,
Same
somebody
thing,
else.
candle lighting, same thing, like my wife, she takes on a few extra minutes before.
That's
Does-
different, that's different.
Can she do it a half an hour early?
Yeah.
Yeah.
38 minutes?
Yeah.
My wife doing the war every
She
Shabbat.
just told you, an hour and a quarter before sunset, Charlotte's and money.
I don't-
Summertime would be even
But shower's
longer.
running out, you know what that means?
No.
That's if the day is 15 hours, you have to divide it by 12.
So approximately, if she wants to take in a half an hour early, she
A
could.
half hour is
Yeah.
always good. Always good.
Yeah,
Yeah,
half an hour is
always
always
good.
good.
So an hour sometime.
An
you
hour,
know,
depends, like,
an
it's
hour
short.
in the
An hour in
winter,
the
maybe,
winter is a problem.
maybe
Because
No,
like,
no,
an hour is
no,
not
she
always
said- we
good.
had this conversation, she says, I don't know if I can light this early, it might be too early, and I said.
Half
"No."
an hour is right,
There's
half
a
an hour is
calendar.
right.
There's a calendar.
That's right, use the calendar.
Use
the calendar.
It's a calendar, you have everything on it.
Right.
Now.
Nathan, he's asking when does Plaga Mincha begin?
Don't say there's
It
a
says on the
calendar that
calendars.
says it.
Yeah.
There's a time
Go
calendar.
go
that
take the
you have.
banana thing and make a
even in the
photocopy.
winter, an hour is almost okay. 50 minutes is okay.
45 minutes, I say is all.
50 is okay,
So-
any time of the year.
Anytime of the year. So if she wants to do 45, even good.
No
I can do
problem.
it.
Let's
Good, good, I'm, at least I got a general rule.
Let's say the whole day's only 8 hours.
No, no,
Divided by
yeah,
12,
divide by
that's
12.
your hour.
It's a lucky hour.
It's not 8, right? It's 9, right?
I'm just guessing,
Yeah,
just
yeah,
made
it's
up.
like 9-ish.
That's
Quarter
the-
comes out
That's the shortest day?
9 hours and 10 minutes.
It happened the other day, and I didn't know what to tell her, I didn't know what to
The
tell her.
way you do it is, take sunrise to sunset.
7:30 to 4:30. Oh, maybe you're right.
How many minutes do you have?
7:30 to 4:30.
And
Okay,
then
do sunset to
divide it
sunrise,
by
yeah.
12, this is how you know.
7:30.
Hours money.
4:30 is how many hours?
But you gave me a basic rule,
Nine,
half an hour, 45
nine,
minutes.
nine.
Anytime,
That's the shortest one.
She's not gonna like early. She's not gonna like.
Might not
early.
either, might not be short.
It's
Might
7:20, it's not 7:30.
Yeah, might be more.
7:20 to
Might be
4:30.
nine-
9,
nine
9,
something.
10 minutes, something like that.
But you see, this, what we spoke before about accepting Shabbat early, everyone knows. Let me show you something that,
Rabbi, you're supposed to calculate the Charlotte's money from.
don't calculate
dawn or-
anything, follow, it's a machlok,
What do we hold?
whatever you do, whatever.
Okay.
I don't want to read the word we
The
got
latest
there.
sunrise,
So,
7:20?
The earliest is 4:20.
רוב
4:20.
בני תורה,
sunset
this one,
is
ספרדים,
sunset.
דפנסיגו depends on this.
4:28, 4:29.
Go now to,
Okay,
go now to,
It's something.
December 30th.
4/28 is on December 10th, was Larry.
This is Israel.
now is in Israel,
Yeah, no,
visiting
I
the sun.
What is sunset?
It's already there
What
for
is sunrise?
Sunrise of that is a
It
little bit
started
earlier,
in
7:00.
Hebrew, it's
Sunrise,
getting another
7:06,
pitch.
sunrise, 7:00.
Go.
You have to, and it's on both sides, yes.
So look at December 21st, see what happens.
Look at the חידוש גדול in Shulchan Aruch says, look at סימן ריש צדיק ג' סעיף ג'. No one should ever use it, but the concept here is a very important concept. ריש צדיק ג'. The subject, the topic of this siman is Havdalah. Yes? Arbit Saturday night. Says Shulchan Aruch, מי שהוא אנוס, כגון, שצריך להחשיך על התחום בדבר מצווה. If you are a real, sincere rabbi, you have to meet a young couple that are having problems. You cannot wait till they pray arbit. Says the Shulchan Aruch, יכול להתפלל סתמי של מוצאי שבת מפלג המנחה ולמעלה.
Wow. Oh my God, I don't know. I had an all disagree with somebody, we were away, and he insisted on praying our beat to Shabbat early.
He's right.
No, but there was no reason for
There's
it.
no reason to assume.
No, so it was,
Says
yeah, it was
before,
no
Mishu
question,
Anus.
there was no.
Wait.
He did it because he had to walk 20 minutes to his hotel, so he said, let me pray early, you know.
If you remember,
What'd you gain by praying?
Okay,
No,
Shabbat.
he might have been in minyan when he prayed early, where he couldn't get a minyan in his hotel.
when we had,
You could wait with us and we'll
when
come
we
a little
had,
later.
Superstorm Sandy, you remember?
Yeah,
Sure.
definitely.
So your friend, the rabbi in the 5 towns, told people to come for mincha late afternoon because the eye of the storm originally was supposed to be there.
What is this, Sandy or something?
Yeah.
Sandy, yeah.
Sandy,
Then he
okay.
told them right after mincha, now it's already after Prague, now we are praying our beat. but no one should drive home, no one should light a candle till
Oh,
what
to pray b'minyan.
to pray
So
b'minyan.
you
That's
get
the
home.
only thing you get.
So you get home.
Now this is what you really get. תשמע טוב. The Rosh Yeshiva of Lakewood, as it happened, prayed by us when his mother was very sick. He came to stay with her. She died that night, Friday night. So Shabbat, as מוצאי Shabbat comes, he's on in פטור מערבית.
They do that, yeah, when somebody has.
What he did was, he prayed arbit early.
He gets
Yeah.
This way,
CRB,
that
he gets
פטור
CRB,
מערבית.
otherwise he can't pray RB.
Some
On
rabbis,
Shabbat.
again, if he
Shabbat,
waits,
you're not
if he
on
waits
it.
till
Shabbat,
Mosai,
you're not on
I
it.
don't need the Shabbat.
Okay,
he prayed-
so for. minyan,
otherwise-
for minyan.
otherwise-
there's no,
Otherwise, there's no practical,
no practical, right.
This is being used by soldiers who are going to a mission. Talk about sincerely
Right, okay.
religious.
But
They
they
want
have
to
a,
pray
they're
b'minyan.
mutar and gambe,
Mutar.
but, okay.
But you cannot light candles, but you have to say, אתה יכול נתנו in Arbit, you realize. You have to say, look at the Shulchan Aruch again.
But you're always doing.
And how does a Maran
Whatever
know
you
this?
know always doesn't exist. Whatever Shulchan Aruch.
I don't know.
מישהו אנוס, look a second.
Wow.
You
So
know,
how does Shulchan Aruch know this?
Crazy.
I know, but what?
חכה, רגע, תראה, תסתכל. מישהו אנוס כגון שצריך להחשיך. אצל גמרא מפורשת.
על סמך מה?
Yeah, because of Rabbi Yehuda, it says, פלג המנחה.
Oh, okay, somebody- yeah.
יכול להתפלל שמוצאי שבת מפלג המנחה, ולהבדיל מיד, no, obviously no fire,
Right.
אבל לא יברך על הנר, וכן אסור בעשיית מלאכה. Fine. Look משנה ברורה, please.
Which one?
Look על חטא.
Keep going.
Yeah. כגון, היינו שהולך מביתו מבעוד יום, he left his house for a long distance, and he has to make it the right on time. Okay. Now, look at that. This is, I remember the סימן, ומכל מקום כתבו האחרונים, אין לעשות כן. Don't do it על רגע. ויש צדיק דימר, משנה ברורה, ומכל מקום, כתבו האחרונים, ואין לעשות כן. You know what? זה דבר תמוה הוא לרבים. The majority of the people cannot understand. שמא יבואו להקל במלאכה.
They make a mistake. Yeah.
We made already a bit of the weekday. I can already.
Said that Tachonatanu.
Tahonatanu.
And easy to say, you can say Hadalah, so it makes it
This is
even more
what's
so.
bad. So in reality, it's not being used unless it's an extreme situation, as I gave you. Yes. ככה היה, ראש ישיבת ליכוד התפלל ערבית מוקדם, yes. Or, I mean, today, you have really,
Maybe at the same time, we did it
today
once
you
and
have
a half
really
way.
religious soldiers, there you have to go to a mission right after Arabit, the prayer Arabit.
But you are patur from the.
The
So why are you
patur is
enforcing?
good, the patur is good for a certain group of people. Some people are trying to do whatever they can do the best.
Or is it Beraha Batara to enforce the Amidah on Arbit that we're not
I know
supposed to
it's a
do at that
bracha
time?
lebatala, but the Shulchan Aruch said it's okay. The Shulchan Aruch
It's not
said-
the Batalah.
Of course there is a batala. Of course, for the same reason you could pray Arbit Friday
You're really
afternoon.
patur.
Oh, whoa.
You're not patur.
No,
It's not of Arbit, it's the same man of Arbit.
Somebody got put his own end to put on the
What?
Asur.
Assume.
And you don't put it on, and you have to